cross over and bring you the program Independent Mind for a Better Liberia right here on Kia Radio FM 95.9. Comes on Monday to Wednesday, at which time we cross over to the team in the US. So quickly, let's cross over. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Princess. How are you this morning?
Yeah, I'm good, General. It's good we're wearing black.
Yes, we're in black today. They say good guys wear black. I don't know, they say good women wear black, but they always say good guys wear black. So, but black is a color that even if you're a big person, they try to make you skinny. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing. And I'm happy this morning. The time right now is 5:30 in the US and
Okay.
is what 10:30
Yeah,
in Liberia.
Liberia.
To all the beautiful people, I want to say welcome again. As usual, this is the Independent Mind for a Better Liberia. This is the show where independent minds come together and speak truth. We are not driven by party color. We are not driven by partisan loyalty. We speak our conscience. And I understand that you will have your choice, but you speak your mind. When independent minds come together, we have a better result. So I understand sometimes, and I'm still saying again, people say independent man, but you're not independent. Yes, no one is independent. Someone, whether you say I'm not a party person, I'm not registered with any political party, but when it comes to the constitution, you will cast your vote. So even if you're an independent person, you will cast your vote. So on this show, there are a lot of good people out there. I'm only trying to conscientize Liberians that I'm here to speak the truth. Whether I voted for you yesterday, whether I'm supporting Alexander Cummings in my personal life, but I am there to speak the truth. So this platform is for everyone. Don't be surprised tomorrow. You might see Billy, or you might see someone from the Unity Party coming on for us to have that dialogue, to speak truth to the Liberian people. What we need to do as a citizens to get it right. We will just remain as partisan loyalty. We just sing praises to politicians. No, we should speak. If you're a corrupt politician, we should speak the truth. So what do we look for in a leadership? We look for honesty, integrity, and empathy. Because an honest leader, honesty is the foundation, is the first characteristic of any leader. Honesty, because no one is perfect. You will never find anyone. I myself, I'm not perfect. Only God is perfect. So, but if you are honest, you will not undermine, you will not suppress, you will not overlook people, you will not steal, you will not kill because you're honest person. If you make mistakes, you will correct your mistakes. You will not be afraid to speak the truth because you made a mistake. You see, no decision is right until it is right. I know that word sounds funny. No decision is right. Yes, the truth is that no decision we make in life is ever right. You can come from Painesville today and say, listen, I'm going to pass through the boulevard. If anything happened to you, your decision was wrong. If you go through, your decision was right. So you in a burning house. You say, oh, I'm going to take the back door. If anything goes wrong, your decision was wrong. If you pass through the back end, so they say, oh, that was good. You pass through the back. So if every decision would be right, there will be no mistakes. There'll be no mistakes. So we all make mistakes, but when you make mistakes, you come back and recalibrate and realize and say, oh, what I did yesterday was wrong. I spoke to Princess very bad. So again, that's why some people say I'm quick to apologize. Yes, I love to apologize because sometimes I do things to people I don't even know myself. So I always tell people, say, listen, if I've done anything wrong, I'm sorry. We are all human beings. We make mistakes. So this show is for you and for young people, especially young women, young boys, young men, and especially women, because women play a major role. Women are always called women are they are the neck. They are the neck and the man is the head. But without the head, without the neck, there is no head. So you see, women are very, very powerful. So we should respect our women. We should respect each other. Insults will not solve the problem. I can come on here whole day and just use profanity. Yes, you would like to hear it because you might be surprised to know who's speaking. But at the end of the day, the only thing you take from this show would be the insults. So I respect everyone who come on. I respect you. You owe no one an apology. Whether you voted for Peter or John yesterday, you owe no one. It is your constitutional right but also under the Constitution. What is your role? What are you doing to have a better Liberia, a better community? What is your role? Do you just want to take, 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 take? They say, what can you do for your country? From the late President Kennedy, what can you do for your country? It's not what your country do for you, because you made the country, you make up the country. When they say I love Liberia, I mean I love the people. Without you, there's no Liberia. And also remember, we all will go one day and Liberia will remain. What happened with our children? The old politicians will say they fail us, but we are doing worse than the old politicians. If we sit down today and think about Backup Matthew, we think about Twan Ray, we think about Albert Port. Some of you don't know the names. I call it, only older people understand the names. What's happening? We say, oh, they fail us. But today we are doing worse things. We see politicians in no time, they get 4, 5, 6, 7 houses. Some of them are in the opposition and still rich. But those days, they were in the opposition, they couldn't get jobs. They couldn't get jobs. So that is why we're telling you, we're begging you. This is not about who I support, but I am begging us. Let us look across the aisle. Let us look at every Liberian who wants to run for president. Let us go through the records. Let us see what they will do, not what they have done for you. If you're lucky and you are blessed and you come across one of them and they help you, fine. A corrupt individual can help you, but because he helped you and you know that he's a criminal, you will vote for him and turn him over to your people. You leave your community and go to another community to vote. Don't you think you're hurting yourself? Because just how you leaving District 17 and going to District 14 to vote because of $10, remember, you're going to get a bad representative in your district. Then tomorrow you say the representative is not doing anything, but guess what? You voted for the representative. You are the one. So these are the things we need when they say election reform. We want to say they should change some of the laws. We agree. Because the representative are the senior consultants, they are the real CEO for trucking. It's sometimes hard for senators to truck, but the representative, they are the real trucker. Take one from West Point to District 13, from 13 days. So they brag, they bluff you. They know that you're not the one that voted for them. They know that you cannot, you can't take them out because they got their people. Someone coming from District 4 going to District 9 to vote. Some coming from all the way Bonap Farm going to District 14 to vote. And the same thing in all the counties. And we want to tell people that Monrovia is not Liberia. The same way in Liberia, schools are not good. If you go to Nimba County, we have the same problem. You go to Lofa County, we have the same problem. You go to the Southeast, we have the same problem. The same way they're having jobs problem in Monrovia. You go to all the counties, they're having jobs problem. We want leaders to come up with ideas how to create jobs, how you will fix the educational system, that our children will go to school. Will there be free education in Liberia? We asked that question. You think Liberia, the government of Liberia, can fund free education from ABC, from kindergarten to 12th grade? At least let every Liberian understand. These are the things we need to ask. How can we build our agricultural system? Today, people in Liberia selling country rice for $25. While we still buying rice $14, the local rice is $25. But yet, we're talking about agriculture. What the government is doing. The company from Lofa County is the same to $25. There's a rice company there. The rice not that bad, but it's $25. And you still find say in it. Sierra Island rice is $25. Ask yourself, you think the official, most of the official eat the $14 rice or $25 rice? No, they all eat pusawa. Oh, yes. I know some of them, they eat pusawa. They buy the pusawa bag for $100 and they get it to the houses. And they pretend like they buy this rice $14 and give it to you because they invest into the rice because they know you're going to vote for them. Are we going to allow rice and few bucks determine our lives? Should we? No. The Marketing Association, when the rice was $17.50, cup of rice was $50, Liberty. Today is $14. The rest is still $50. What are we doing? Is it the right thing we're doing? Stealing from our own people? We go in a place that we bring pepper and we cut the price. We buy something for $10. We sell it for $20. We try to rob each other. When you go to the Freeport of Monrovia, you see the same thing. When you bring things in town, they charge you so hard. Who do you think going to suffer? The people will suffer. People collecting unnecessary taxes that are not going to government. There are a lot of things going in. So we need to look out and say, well, why we only say the government? But we ourselves, we corrupt. The citizens too corrupt. We scam the government officials. We tell them to build wells. We tell them to pave the road. We tell them, say, pay my school fees. But you vote against the same person that pay your school fees. Then how you expect them to trust you because they know you love to lie? You scam them, they scam you. You sit there, the budget is so nice and big. They got all the money. They gave them, first we complain. Darrows they don't and expose the whole thing. That's how today we know the salary of our representatives and senators. Darrows they don't expose the whole thing. He said we received $30,000 for legislative engagement. We complain today is $100,000 for representative, $150,000 for senators. They're using your money and campaign against you. So you see, they are relaxed. They're sitting in a place where they don't care. They got money to go in back into the district and spend the money. You see some of them today building community centers. Oh yes, that's the money. At least some of them trying to build it. So if you give me $100,000, I use $25,000 in the community and keep the other one for election. And then you go and praise that person. You don't even know how much they give the person. Do you want to believe that that person taking a personal salary to spend? No. They say because we beg them too much, so they need all these things. They got money for scholarship. They got data. They got free cars. They get cars every 3 months and 3 years, I'm sorry. So if you're a representative for 6 years, before you leave office, you got 2 cars. You see, you got 2 cars. And when that time over, they sell the car to them. They don't auction the car to the ordinary citizen. They auction the cars to them and they pay sometimes $2,000-$3,000. And today they are rich. They live in a nice house. They're not like the old politician. They build a nice house. They get a nice car and that's it. So Liberians, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. What are some of the things we need to do? Are we going to do the same thing? Are we just going to continue to go from left to right? Look at the politicians today. Some of them voted for CDC. They were in CDC last time. Where are they today? Some of them back into UP. Some of them were in UP when Ellen Johnson was there for 12 years. But today, after Ellen Johnson left, they went to CDC. They voted along with CDC. The speaker, Milton Tiaje, all these people, even if Funati Kofa was all over the place, we know them. And Senator and Snow, we know them. They jump from party to party. When you talk, they say, oh, politics is interest. Yes, politics is interest. But which type of interest? National interest or personal interest? And the citizens themselves do the same thing. I myself could do it if I really wanted to work. All I needed to do is just to switch over to UP. After the election come, the new election, I switched to CDC. When CDC is over, I go back to UP. Then I get my own and sit down. Do you think it's right? Not everybody can do it. So if anybody think that I supported Mr. Cummings or I supported Mr. Cummings because I need my job, why should I sit for 20 years waiting for one person to be president before I enjoy? It makes sense. It make no sense. It make no sense. It make no sense. So my own, I vote based on your agenda. I vote based on what you're going to tell me. Because if that's the case, then I'm supposed to be jumping behind George Weah because he's my friend. I know him very well from the IE days when I used to go to my sister's place and have the party, and a friend who I did pictures and videos and other things with somebody who I know very well, then I was just going to be on friendship business. But Liberia is bigger than you and myself. Liberia is bigger than my family. Liberia is bigger than me. You want to insult me, you can go ahead. Because some people started making some comments that they feel that they can make. But the fact of the matter, let us put Liberia first. We can just say we love Liberia, and we don't love the people of Liberia. We can just say, I love you, but I don't care if you get water to drink. I love you, but I don't care if you go to school. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Every Liberian, look, you will not be able to touch the lives of everyone, but when I touch one life, that life will touch another life, touch another life. If you employ one Liberian, you helping your entire family. That is what we are talking about. That is why we want people, when we're looking at all these things I'm talking about, I only see it in one candidate. Some of them are in some candidates, but not all. A good leader must be honest, have integrity and empathy. Integrity, you respect yourself, you respect your family. You don't want to do anything to jeopardize the name of your family. You want, if you go today, that family name must remain. You have integrity. That's the one you see. Honesty is something I can speak from honesty. Not will you see it? I would just say I'm honest, but true integrity, yes, you can see it. And empathy. If a leader do not have empathy, then you just it's like you treat the people like furniture. Because sometimes you will sit and wonder how it feels when a father spend 80% of his time outside only to feed his family. Or in fact, 90%, because the 10% is the one he's going to go home. And some fathers will not go home because there is nothing in the pocket. So they will go to all the little entertainment center, get drunk, go home, and sometimes whip the mom or whip the children because they can't stand it. They can't pay the school fees. How the old man go in the market, sell, only make profit to cook. That's how you think you. The men are in a wheelchair. How you managing? But you can walk. You look at other countries, go on YouTube, look at other countries. In Asia, you see people crawling on their belly, but still struggling, surviving. Do you want to be a beggar too? Or who told you that blind men don't work? Who told you that blind people or someone in the wheelchair cannot be a receptionist? Who told you that? You can be in a wheelchair and be a manager. Today we get Noah Zawu Gibson as the deputy for operation. Now when you ask, how many vision impaired Liberians that Noah Zawu Gibson took to that job? I bet you none. None. Because I listened to a caller who said Noah got his job. We all voted for UP, but he don't even think about us anymore. So you don't hear Noah talking. You don't hear him speaking the truth again anymore. You see, you claim the ladder, you forget about your friends. You claim the ladder, you forget about your friends. You don't want to help no one. You don't want to give them jobs. Everybody looking for government jobs. Government job is nothing. Government is supposed to be the least, the smallest employer. We all want private sector job because they can pay. They will give you good money. They're supposed to pay more than government. But when you bring a job to Liberia today, they tell you, so, oh, you can't pay that sweeper $100 or because you know the sweeper in government, not even making $100. For what? Nobody cares. But government got good benefits. Even in the great United States, in Europe, people in the private sector make more money than government employees. Imagine you be in government, you're making $50,000 for a particular job. You say you're accountant. That same accountant working in the private sector making $100,000 because you work for that money. So Liberians, that's the same thing we're talking about. If somebody bring you down to the Kia radio station and you sweeping and you making your money, you go to government, you might go there act like you're some big man, but you can't. You don't have. That's why everybody want a government job. So there will be big man, the man in the minister office, your office boy. But when you see him passing by you, you think he's the minister because we do not dignify jobs in Liberia. You will see a mechanic. You overlook the mechanic. You say he dirty. Yes, because we keep the job dirty. We don't respect mechanics in Liberia. We don't respect them. But look at other countries. Who told you mechanic make it be clean? Who told you mechanic make it be dirty? No. Mechanic can change his clothes every day. 5 trousers, 5 shirts. Every day you change your clothes. Even oil on the say you wash it, you will understand. So you see, I'm speaking to you, I'm preaching to you. But my own I let to hear from you. I will open the lines. You understand? And on this show, on the 8th, on this channel, on the 8th of March, I will have Alexander Cummings on this. I've been reaching out to other politicians, other young people. It's not politicians alone. I'm going to bring people on here, and you will find. Don't be surprised. You will see McLean coming on here. Don't be surprised. You will see chairmen from other intellectual centers coming up here. So I need people who want to speak to the Liberian people. These are the people we're looking for. I'm not just looking for government officials, because I dare you, some of them would not be coming because some of the questions I will ask them, they will be very, very uncomfortable. I want somebody who will sit in the hot seat and I will ask them, and you will see the question, you will see the conversation between Alex Cummings and myself. Then you will ask yourself, you will get to understand me, where I'm coming from. So when we're having that conversation on Sunday, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Not because I support Mr. Cummings, that means I will say, oh, Mr. Cummings, thank you. No, I don't sing praises to him. I'm not in love with him. I'm not in love with him. So I want to play this tape before I open the line. I want you to listen to this tape, because what we're pushing around is the lies. If you cannot fight anyone in your community, if you and someone arguing, stick to the topic. If you think you cannot end the thing, just leave. Don't insult. Don't go and lie and say, oh, you see that man in the place there, that man that corrupt man. Oh, you see that woman there, that woman a lesbian. You see that man are gay. Don't do that. All we do, we bring down good people and we lie about them. So you please listen to this other guy.
And I stuck it on Ellis Cummings. And it's stuck. Shit. It's stuck. Today did I get to stay on Ellis Cummings? It was something I invented. And the way I did it, I called somebody from Atlanta, where he was living. So I created a story, and I called the person and I attached the person into it. The person is a big Liberian guy too. You say, yeah, my man, I will tell you the truth. So I use that person as a reference, that information. So that's what we did for Joshua to get him to where he is. Shit, man. Politics is a big game, man.
The politics is a dirty game. You see, you listen to him. If that guy was to call my name, trust me, in America, he's not even walking around, because I was suing for everything that he worked for in his whole life, because he just put everything on tape. And it's not done, because why I love this country, they will look at it, they will know that that's a recording that he himself did. He feels so remorse. But guess what? This guy too jumped from party to party. He will be on CDC. According to him, he spent all his money. He wanted to work at the defense ministry because he was in the army in America. Because he couldn't get it, he started cursing CDC. He started confessing. So you see, if you go to a party for a reason, because you're looking for a job, if that party don't give you the job, you vex. Then today he supported Mr. Bwaka. He vexed again because he's sitting down in America. They didn't even call his name, Seth. They didn't even call his name. He came to ANC before. He went to the program and nobody picked him up. They told him straight. They said, well, if you want to support, you can go ahead and support. But because he couldn't find his way, he ended up switching over. He ended up coming back to UP. Now, he ain't get nothing. And I feel so sad for him. And I pray for him every day because he's not even feeling well. You know what I'm saying? So before we open the line again, and this is the last one I want you to listen to. And then when you open the line, and then you see, because everything I'm talking about, job creation, we're looking for leaders. And I'm still searching for other politicians. I want to see their platform. I want every politician platform. I want to hear them saying it. I just don't want to go on your website and to have a fool. You say, go on my website, you see my platform. No, I want you yourself going around to discuss it, how you will create jobs, how you will fight corruption, whatever you will do, put yourself on record so that listening to Alexander Cummings again.
I ask you to look at my record of job creation, of success, of managing large budgets without one penny going missing. All of these things you can look at and compare to the other candidates. And again, you will see that my past performance and past behavior is a good predictor, a good indicator that what I commit to, we will deliver. There are 5 priorities we have. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. Our next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not fear ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we're focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our 5th priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? We're going to use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we can make those things happen. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all of the what's I mentioned earlier. And the way we'll find the money is first, we'll go after waste in government. You know, we spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, and we should buy less expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce how much they make so we can pay teachers and civil servants and police officers and the military officers and healthcare workers, people who actually do the work. We need to pay them more money and reduce the gap between those at the top and those who actually do the work. The other way we'll find the money is going after these things called corruption. You know, corruption has been the bane of our country, is the primary reason why we are as underdeveloped as we are today. And we will aggressively go after corruption. The first thing we'll do is we will appoint a corruption czar, a minister in charge of corruption in the presidency that will coordinate all of the agencies that are meant to find corrupt officials. Secondly thing we'll do is we'll make sure we are giving the resources, the money, the right people, the right logistics to the anti-corruption agencies, the LACC, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the General Accounting Office, the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission. We will make sure they got the right resources to go after corrupt officials. After that, when we find people who are corrupt, we will prosecute them, we will put them in jail, and we'll seize their assets. It will not be good enough for you just to resign. So those are the things we will do to really go after corruption. I have committed that I will not take a salary. The salary that is paid the president, I will allocate it towards helping to fight corruption. That's how important I think it is to us. And then the other way we'll find the money is we'll make sure we're getting full value, the full monies we're due from our natural resources. We'll look to exploit other natural resources so we can get the funds required to fund healthcare, to fund infrastructure, to create jobs, etc., etc. So finding the money is the second how. The next how is we want to create a government of inclusion. We want all sections of our country to be represented in the government. We want opposition political parties to be in government because we believe that having a government inclusion will help all of us make the right decisions. It will make sure that we're spreading the resources of our country across the entire country. And then the last two hows, one is growing the private sector. We will focus on growing the private sector so Liberians can primarily benefit from that growth. No longer should Liberian business people be spectators to our economy. And we want to actively support Liberianization and encourage and provide credit and other facilities to Liberian businesses so they can participate. And last but not least, we will use technology. We'll leverage technology to help us achieve our goals. So those are the what's and the hows. But let me end by leaving you again with these two universal truths. One is we cannot keep doing the same things, my people, and expect different results. We cannot keep electing the same people with the same experiences and expect Liberia to change. We need to elect and select different people to lead us, to serve us, to help us manage and run our country. And the other universal truth is the best predictor of future performance and future behavior is past performance and past behavior. And on those two counts, I believe I stand head and shoulders above.
Okay, we keep doing the same thing and want to expect good results. So you listen to it. He gave you the how, the why, what we're going to do. This is what we can do, and this is how we can do it. These are the things we want to hear from leaders. These are the things we want to hear from politicians when they're talking to you. Then you will ask them question. These are the things we need to ask. So he laid his platform out. I've been searching to see if there's any other person up there. Tier 1 have similar platform. And now today, your ability will be bringing up his private jet. Some people will follow Ability because he's bringing a private jet. Is the private jet for you? He bringing his money. Ability taking pay in the Senate. Oh yes, but Ability giving his money out to other people. So you see, there are other good people out there. But remember, there are a lot of people who make money from the government. Some are in opposition, but the opposition, let us come to look, opposition unity, I believe in it. I believe in collaborations. Because no one party in Liberia can win election. We must collaborate. And this time around, we should allow the leaders to speak to each other. It is not my business to tell another leader to go as vice to another person. Even if I'm suggesting, I should say in a respectful way, because everyone is important. Let President Weah, if he's going to contest, let him and Mr. Cummings facing each other and let them have that dialogue and to decide. Let Mr. Ability and Mr. Cummings facing each other. Let Tier 1 Conglo and Ability facing each other. Not to think that one person is better than the next person. Not because you're in the biggest party, then you think that you're the best. No, you can be in the biggest party, but you're still not a good leader. You're still not the best. We can't be in the same circle, my people. We got to leave. We got to get out of the circle. We got to be brave. We got to understand. We got to make the decision. We got to look for consistency. So, Princess, can you open the line?
Yeah.
Let's hear from our people.
Okay, so Those of you following, the time is now. You can just form in if you want to weigh in on this platform. Independent mind for a better Liberia. You listen to him, all of what he said, and you want to weigh in. I'll just call 0880982719. We use that number. Both of our lines are giving no problem. Now our technicians are working. 0880982719. You can call that number, and definitely I'll put you through. Let's hear from you. What do you make of all what the General Moninki Shen said? What is the way forward? And General, while we're still waiting, cause everyone want to know the way forward. We want to know the way forward. We as Liberian, we want to see this country moving forward. So
And
it's
that's the biggest question your guy want to make foul, but sometimes you explain, they still tell you way foul.
yeah, we're still struggling for a solution. We are desperate. We are eager to have a change in Liberia. So the lines are already ringing now. Let's go to this person. Our first caller this morning. Let me see. Let me put you through. Good morning. It's good to have you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. You live. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much for the program. I just wanted to know who just spoke right now because you forgot to call the guy's name
Yeah, he's the general Monique Shen from the US.
from the U.S. He
Yeah.
lives in the U.S.
Yeah, good.
Okay, great platform.
All right. Thank you.
On this comment.
Thank you so much. Let's run to this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Princess. How are you?
I'm okay. Say Jusu Kamara. Let's hear you.
This is Joseph Fremont. Fremont.
Oh, okay. Jusu Freeman. Sorry. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Let me say good morning to him in the US there, Morning Kishen. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you. And let me appreciate you so much for the topic. Yeah,
Thank
Kia
you.
Radio. We monitor Kia Radio every day. As for me, I monitor them through our Obel and the rest of the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think the platform is very unique and they are always balanced
Mm-hmm.
for or no politics. So
Oh,
that's why
yeah.
I like them. Until
Thank
they
you.
get close at night, then I go to bed.
Thank you.
And let me appreciate you so much for this topic because sometimes we need to be nationalistic. Because if you're nationalistic, you understand your country problem.
Amen.
And now, sometimes the foreigner say we see your attitude in the country and ask which type of nationality you bear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Serious note, the foreigner or the alien will see your attitude in the country, in your own country. So that they ask, they question your nationality on a serious note. So
Mm-hmm.
we need to change, forget about the partisan, because the partisan business made the country 178 years and it is not moving forward. Different country like Sierra Leone, like Abidjan there, when you enter this country, you will say, yeah. But Liberia, we don't travel. If you travel, you see other people country, you come back home, you will be so jealous and you will fight to make it better. But from one party to another, you need to place your loyalty to your country. Your loyalty must not be a party. Even if you see the good one, you don't want to admit it. Yesterday and today, people will preach equity. But when they come to power, they will not come with a clean hand.
Yes.
They declared their friends yesterday, they happy. And it tried to happen tomorrow, today. And we're telling the guys, or with Noah Zawo Gibson, Cooper Passaway, Emmanuel Farr, these are young guys, young comrades, we all eat cassava together in the street. But today, they don't want to identify. And you must identify. They see true yesterday, it must be the scene true because this is the scene Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They have
Yep.
today, Mama Sikabade did it. Avi Hussein then did it. Emmanuel Johnson then did it to us. We all were together. But at the end of the day, when they got appointed, they were not helping us. There was no trickle down effect. And we tried to tell the guys today, let Cooper then come down to the down trading. Let them talk with us, let them talk to the people, let them help the people. And that's how it's supposed to be. Then the country will keep moving. But
Yeah.
and to do that, Mr. Kumi said, you do one thing over and over, then you expect different result, you will get the same result. Thank you, brother.
Okay, thank
Thank
you
you.
so
Thank
much for those of you in the diaspora. You also want to weigh in. You can also phone this line 0880982719 on WhatsApp. We will take you and bring you through. Those of you also following by means of radio 0880 Let's hear from you. What do you make? What are some of those things you think we can do in order to push this country, the alternative national congress? Is it the best way forward? Yeah, let's do it that way. Do you think Alexander Benedict Cummings can be a good leader to come in at least transform our Liberia? Let's hear from all of you, those of you following 0880 This is our Independent Minds for a Better Liberia. We are still taking calls. Let's hear from you. Let's make it very interactive. What do you make of all of these things? Monique Shen, the general, says, is this the best way our country? General, while we're still waiting calls, most time, like they call us, people will say they can do it and they can't change. I don't know why. People
Yep,
always pushing.
yep. And that's true. And Princess, because we
Mm,
have seen it. And for example, I will give the example of Darius Dillon. We
the
campaigned for
light,
Darius Dillon.
light, the light.
That's it, the light. And I don't hear about the light anymore. And yet and still I still like him because he always realized his mistake and he will come back and apologize.
Mm,
Everything we know today, how much the salary, he was the first to tell us. How much is paid for car, he was the first to tell us. He understand the politics. And Dillon knows very well that working in the legislatures, you cannot make the difference. One person cannot make the difference. Because if you're a senator and you push any bill, you need majority, simple majority to pass that bill. If you're a representative, you need anything be done, you must get simple majority before it can go through. So even if I sing and cry from now to judgment day to reduce the salary for legislators, if it don't pass, it's a waste of time. But can I refuse that salary? That is the question. To say, okay, I'm on strike, I would not take this salary, I wouldn't take 5,000. Sometimes it's not easy. Like some people who can afford it will say, okay, some people who they get some honest people out there, you say, I would not take this money, I will stand my grounds. But guess what? Darius, they don't taking it. He got to survive. But that is why people run for president, because the presidency in Liberia is very powerful. You can never make the difference easily in the legislators. Don't let nobody fool you. It's majority to do anything. At the Supreme Court, it's majority on the bench to make to pass a ruling. The president, Liberia is an introvert, is a unitary state. The executive has the power to tell us where they will put roads. When they pass that budget, they control the budget. The president appoints almost, in fact, they continue to extend the president power because the president appointing inspector generals and all, they are all a political appointee. Before all these positions, passport director, inspector general were all civil servant positions. But today, the president giving green letters. Today, the president appointing mayors and other people. So you see how powerful the president is. The president can fire you when he even have a bad dream, and nobody can stop him. So the president has the power to stop things. That is why people believe that if I'm president, that is why even Alex Cummings, the Tier 1 Gonglo, all the guys, they looking at the presidency that they can make a change there. Yeah, Tier 1 is a nice guy. You got Dr. Monimba. They got other young people. They got other good Liberians out there, but they're scared to come in. There's a guy who I went to a gallery the other time, well off, young man, worked for his money, and his friend was joking. He said, "My man, you need to go to Liberia and share your ideas." He said, "My man, I beg here. You don't see the way they're treating Ellis Cummings in Liberia. I can't go there so they can't tell me, say, this and that." They want to come home, but they're scared. They're scared because they some of them have some medical problem that when they come home, they'll be running up and down. Where the other Liberian, the ordinary Liberian face. So that's why we say, this time, let us put Liberia first. Let us stop singing. How can we allow our citizens, our young men, graduated from University of Liberia, continue to sing and call themselves militant for 12 years, then 6 years, then going another 6 years? By the time your leader say, ladies and gentlemen, then you say, you hold on, you say, muya, muya, and everybody say muya. Then I see this here, look and say muya. People in ANC say Muya. People in UP say Muya. All of them say Zekwe. They say the same thing. We all copycat. We all, you go to the intellectual centers, they do the same thing. We preach the peace. We preach all the good words. But I want you to look at people. When you see this person is very consistent, then you know it's a problem. Let me tell you some of the fun. Some people believe that Mr. Cummings want to get into sport chopping. Some people see when Mr. Cummings president, they will support the chopping. And that's true. If Mr. Cummings ever become president, the ordinary Liberian will see the difference. Because at the ordinary Liberians, there are at least between $300 to $400 to pay living wage, not minimum wage. Or man, we sweeping. We can do it. Our country got the money. Money is not Liberia problem. Honesty is Liberia problem. Leadership is not Liberia problem. Competency is Liberia problem. We put the wrong people in different places. Oh, because I finished praising Mr. Cummings, then when he president tomorrow, he look at me for long, and I said, no, Mr. President, I want you to put me to Freeport here. I want me to, and I'm qualified to be to Freeport. Oh, Mr. President, instead of me stick to what I know, I won't go to somewhere different. Because there's chopping there, I already are in that place. It's wrong. It is wrong. Politicians, yes, you don't need to get a degree before they vote for you. And leadership is something that you're born with. Imagine our old people in the counties that they didn't go to school. The late Tama Taylor, the people there, Mr. Barrow there. These people, when they open their mouth, people say, wow. All the educated people go to them for advice. Look at the old people, the town chief there. They got wisdom. And that's something they can teach you in school. But now all the young people, some of us don't know how the war started in Liberia. If you ask a young man personally how the war started, they will never tell you, because you know what? We never told them. Or child that were born in 1998, they are 27 years old today. And these are the people in power. So imagine somebody who was born 1990. They are in power today. They never saw Samuel Doe. They never felt the war. They don't know where the war started from. They don't know what brought the war. Because we don't tell them, we don't talk about history. If you don't know your history, you don't know where you're going. We need to know our history. Since 1847 to 9, the problem's been there. It's been going. But we don't know. Now our eyes are open. Internet is all over the place. But we need to do better. Our young people, our young, progressive. We are the one. You 15 years today, you'll be able to vote in 2029. Right now, if they have a by-election in Monserrado County, plenty of people will not vote. The people who turn 18 today will never vote until 2029. Every Liberian that turned 18 should be able to register now. So in case there's an election tomorrow, they will vote. But they will not even allow you to register. They will wait for 2029. Then they put you online and you go register. Everybody should. There's a child in Liberia that turned 18 every day. There's a citizen in Liberia who turned 18 every day. And once that person turned 18, you start to tell them their rights. Say, listen, it's a constitutional right. Make sure you go and register to vote. Make sure you register to vote.
Let's go back to the line. Take this person. This person been on the lines for very long.
Don't keep that long again, I beg you.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. You live.
Okay. I say we are calling from District 14.
Yeah, I say let's hear you.
Okay. What I want to say is, President Kumi, that man, again, integrity. So this kind of 2029, I want a man that we like him, we like but so the man you have from different place, is from the country here. Citizen Republic of Liberia. Then number one, number two, always they talking about CDC gas population. So yesterday CDC, the last today CDC. Yesterday Unity Party, the last today Unity Party. People living CDC are going different parties. People living Unity Party are going different parties. So they might be afraid of this CDC, of course CDC get population. Unity Party get population, like to everybody know. But this kind of time, people living the two parties there. So let Alexander Kumi put his feet on the ground. Let do a ground where let move from county to county, Montevideo and now Liberia. We start with two parties.
Okay.
We want things.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you so much. This person.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Good
much.
morning.
Yeah, just good morning to you.
Yeah, morning. Let's hear you quickly.
The general from the officer, let me say good morning or good evening to you from the diaspora angle.
Yeah, good afternoon.
This is teacher intel Mohammed and Kane. And
Yeah, Mohammed.
Let me appreciate the general online. I think let me say thanks to him always. Thanks to him. This means that the honor of you. Our one supporters of Unity Party. I listen to one of the callers that called. I think he called. I think from the diaspora not too long before the people call him. I think he made mention about Noah getting other current officials themselves in the government. Now getting is a deputy director for operation at the NPA. He's also official impaired than some of us. Okay? But what has he done? If it comes to empowerment, if it comes to even fighting life as himself as official impaired person like some of us. You don't think some of us can even be able to even be employed on the MTA bus or even to even serve as an office staff, even at the MTA? We are able, we want to school, we want to have school, some of us even graduated from college in this area here. And I think when you have vision impaired or when you're a blind person, then you're not qualified, you're not able to even serve the country. You can even graduate from us, you can even be an office staff, to even work somewhere. Okay? But some of us, we are still struggling with this process. Can you imagine? Some of us, we are downhearted. I even express my grievances to the platform with the general. Can you imagine this process?
Mm-hmm.
We can start ourselves with Hong Kong. We reach out our phone to say that we're there to even defend the government in all aspects. 2017, 2023. We start ourselves with Hong Kong. We reach out our phone. 2020 now, our own government say we are in power. Can you imagine? Let the money some of us stay on our head. $240. We cannot be able. Our official government, they can listen to radio, they can listen to every radio station, every new platform, every talk show. They're there to listen to it. But they're not there to empower, or they're not even there to even call us. Oh, man, we hear your story, we hear your news, or also on the station. Come to our office to even come and get the one to go and empower yourself. That's near that. So I think the general, I think some of all will be on the side of the general. I think when the ANC political leader, the Ghana President, I think when he has elected, what would be on his side for him to be elected in this country as a president for this country? Definitely, I think some of all our life will be improved as a disabled, as a different person, because there have been no improvement in our life. Thank you very much.
Okay, still taking calls. If you want to also participate on the show, 0777 959 959 088098271. You call either of those numbers and we bring you through. Those of you watching outside Liberia, 088098271 is the WhatsApp number. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. As we are doing, general, as we are doing, what did you put in? I think I'm letting you.
I think I got to make sure you get it myself. I will talk to Princess and I got to talk to Susan because if I understand you called out there, I can still remember. So I will make sure you get it today. I will make sure that they will send you your little data today. Yeah, because he said he sent it to everybody. But listen, I don't want to. I was not there. He gave me the list and I gave him everything. But
okay,
maybe he made a mistake. Yeah.
all right. Okay, this person. Let's go to the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Quickly, your name and where you join us from?
This is Jackie David. I'll call you from Tony.
Wow. I studied this morning.
Okay, I'm fine here.
And the signal, how you see it from that end?
Very fine.
Wow. Okay. Let's hear you.
Yes, I just want to say thank you to your studio guys. One good thing I want to just say is that at least let Mr. Kumi try to reach out in the Europe, that district and around Liberia. Definitely, we are tired with the two-party system and like something that's helping us and improving the Liberian people's life. So at
Okay.
least when you try to reach out, then we'll be able to do better.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. We can still
Thank you.
squeeze in maybe 2 or 3 and then we cross over 0777-959-959-088098271. Let's take more of your calls before we cross over. Shut there at 11:30. We want dine to return on tomorrow for the Wednesday's edition. This is the program Independent Minds for a Better Liberia. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm okay. How you doing?
By the grace of God, for young Christian are called on the Sunday school.
Yeah, that's hear you, Christian.
We say thanks for the show. I'm not gonna put this thing. I think we love them. We need to see the reason to find somebody that. But our notion is that we always want to go and start for somewhere. Why? So sometimes I ask myself, they have presidents in school that be the queen that you want the men to start from somewhere. Look at the men platform as well. Even if you can ascend to the presidency, but look at his platform. More especially in council prosecuting corrupt officials. Not thief of somebody and then you tell the person, "Come, let me just go you in jail for 1 or 2 years." They're all taking back the property that the person. So how are you prosecuting that particular? The reason why I see corruption cannot finish our country, but more honestly, at the end of the day, every day they equal when you know that case finished. So I think Mr. Kumi has a very good platform that when you see, and all that people cannot go anywhere. You cannot see and just go sit in your country and enjoy the life. At the end of the day, when the government comes into power, they come back and just go scarf by the majority of the people. So people see how best and elect people that would really do the work there.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
pray that 2029 means let him just continue his effort and I'm sure one day God will put it in his hand.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right.
I think we just gonna cross over and get your parting comments. Time.
Okay. Thanks to
Always
all
on
the
your
callers.
every time. Is that always
No,
on your
listen, you cutting my time. My time actually sort of be 1 hour 30 minutes. I'm not
1 hour?
arguing with you.
I'm
don't
told
know
it's
that?
11:30. No, I'm told from
Who-
10:30 to 11:30.
No. In fact, it was 2 hours. I don't want even try to cut it down. It's gonna
Wow.
be 1 hour 30 minutes. Oh yes, I'm not even
Completely
saying nothing because I'm
I
not
will
saying nothing. But the only time I can enjoy that on Saturday that all about that I can argue with you.
because the
Yeah,
news
no-
is up next at 12
Yeah,
midday.
yeah, because the 12 o'clock is the news. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
used to be on the news. Okay, but for those of you who call, listen, I know everybody will try to call. Some people say, but why didn't I call in? I know people have heard us, people listening to us, this radio station, I know they go far off. And today there will be another show called the LRB Future TV. It comes on Kia Radio. And listen to them, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Yesterday they had Mr. Cummings on. They had a very good show. So you can follow them. It's a new program called LRB Future TV. And they talk on a variety of things. So it's not just Alex Cummings. No, they talk on national issue. And also I want to just break this news. You see the same problem we're talking about earlier today. Emma Glasgow is clear. You know, these are some of the things we're talking about. Now we got two officials our government will pay. 2 officials, but we're looking for money for medication. We're looking for money for University of Liberia. Emma Glasgow, the LACC, clear her out. So they're going to pay her off, or they got to clear her for the entire time that she's supposed to be there. So sometimes the decision will make it come back to hide us. It's hiding us, my people. So that is why you see, let us think. We can't fire people because we just don't like you or because my party is in charge. That is why Mr. Cummings talk about government of inclusion. There are a lot of good Liberians and qualified young Liberians out there that can work, that will do things. I don't want you to think that Mr. Cummings is going to take all his people from America and bring them to work. That's not truth. So please follow us tomorrow on the same channel, same station. My name is Munel Kishen, aka the General. And please don't let nobody push you around. Don't let nobody lie to you. Princess, thank you very much. And I'm about to do my own thing too, to go do my little 1-2-1-2, my people.
Okay.
So you'll have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, folks, that's it. Thanks to all of you who follow, all of you who've been there following via Facebook, YouTube, and that of the radio. Do join us on tomorrow, 10:30 to 11:30 for another edition of the program. Till then, my name is Princess Kamara. Have been here producing. Good day and have a blessed Tuesday.
Yeah. So
My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Kipmount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Ses, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.